the Thor edition, and I've got way more power than it came with factory. It has measured 2517 horsepower and 1813 foot-pounds of torque at 147.2 tuning. And you might ask yourself how those numbers came about. Well, you have to go over here to your toolbox and unlock salvaging. It says add a container equipped with stripping tools near your garage. And allow salvaging upgrading parts. Hold on 1 second. Alright. So once you have that unlocked, it's 2,500 credits. I'll show you where it's at. You go through, here's my garage, you go through the back door, turn right, and it's this container right here. Click on the table, and you can see up top, that's the salvaging. If you hit R1, that's the upgrade side. And what we're going to focus on is this air filter right here. You can see in the top right hand corner of the filter itself, it's got percent, and it says scrap needed. It's 10 partials out of the 8,900 scrap parts that I have. So what we're going to do is a legitimate test to see how much power you'll get from upgrading the parts. And on with my air filter here, let me see if I can do this one time. So you can see it's a factory air filter, and it's sitting at 91%. 91%. We're going to move the card to the dyno, which has to be unlocked by your toolbox, and we're going to run this test. And it should be the same numbers that I showed you a second ago on the inventory list. 2517, I think. Here we go. Well, it's actually 2506 because I took the transmission out. It was a 1.6% increase, so we actually have to make up for the transmission that I took out. That's why I'm doing the air filter. As you can see, it's a factory transmission. The aftermarket, real shiny, pretty, you know. But you can upgrade those also in the scavenge shed or the salvage shed. So what I'm gonna do is take this filter out, place the new air filter in, and mind you, we haven't upgraded the filter yet in the container or the shipping container. So I'm gonna get these plugs, these clips put back on, excuse me, and then do a secondary pull. First was baseline. Here we go. I got this car at auction. I think I paid right at, we'll look in a second, back at 2517. I'm shooting for a little bit more than that because 2517 is a good number, but I think we can get more than that out of it. So what we're going to do is go back to the air filter, remove these clips, and to remind you, I've upgraded the heads from 5% to 10%. I'll check, see. Well, 13%, excuse me, if you see the little turbo with the red in the bottom left corner of the screen by the exhaust. I've upgraded the cams, the fuel rails. They're sitting at 5.2%. The intake manifold is 3.9%. Supercharger 6.5. I've even done the spark plugs, upgraded the spark plugs. I spent right at 10,000 credits, upgrade credits, trying to make this the most powerful car. So far, I haven't found another motor, but that's saying that I haven't bought every car and upgraded it. So, to date, this is the most powerful car I have. It's not the well, I'm gonna say it's the second fastest car I'll show you the other one in the video before it ends. But here we go. So upgrade, click on it once. You'll notice the quality upgrade goes to 2 stars. The value increased from 19 to 20. Performance is at 1.1. Click it again. Be 3rd star. The projected value is going to be 1.3, and the projected value is $22 for credits. So after all the upgrades, it'll cost you around 50 or 68 credits. I wasn't paying close attention, but it'll give you a 1.3% power increase. One last click, back out of here. Hold down R3 to run. Or click on it to run, rather. That's the door. So next what we're going to do is get this filter installed. It's at 1.3% now, so we should pick up an extra maybe 2.5 to 5 horsepower. I'm guesstimating. I'm saying we'll have 25, 22, 25, 23 horsepower, maybe, if we're lucky. But we shall see. So next, fire it up. Fire in the hole. Better than 2517. Overall, 1,507 horsepower and 1,072 foot-pounds of torque, excuse me, increase. I say, if you got time, let's take it to the track one time and see what she'll do. And this is the newest option they've added. It's $14.99, but it's the DLC, or the drag strip DLC, folks. Long awaited. I am the king of the drag strip. I've won, I think, 100 races. I've lost 19, but that was only because false starts. I've only been outran twice. Once in a, it's like a Lancer type thing. Didn't have to get right gear in it. And I got outran in this car just a few minutes ago. I did a mile standing run. And unfortunately, I lost because I couldn't get it to take off. So we're going to do a test hit, a quarter-mile run. Let's go. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you my baby. Alright, it's a 3-speed supercharged Hornet Bolt. It's like a Camaro. You'll see what I'm talking about. Put 209. Alright, so we're sitting at 87, 208. Factory transmission. That's the Thor, or the Hammerdale. Yeah, Hammerda. I don't know. Help me out in the comments if you know how to pronounce it. Break it down into hyphenated Hammerdale, like that, My bad. Anyway, that's what happened. Now, I'm not sure what kind of gear ratio to run with 2500 horsepower. This car is probably going to be the staple of my experiments if I make videos. As far as I can't give out all my secrets, but when I get the transmission dialed in, I'm searching for a high 7-second pass in that Thor, the Hammerdale. Dadgummit. Anyway, this is a 6-second car. It's just trying to find the gear ratio for it. But yeah, I paid 288,940 credits for it, which was a heck of a deal. I found it at auction, and honestly, you can see that I've replaced all the motor components, A to B, and I have rebuilt the suspension components, but there's a few parts on this car. Yeah, see, like the brake calipers, the brakes are original. I've replaced all the bushings, so they'll look good. Fender seats, license plates, windshield, tail lights, that's the condition that I got them in. It is in 90s some condition, and I still haven't done a complete inspection over the car, in which all this stuff is probably in the 90s too. But back to the point, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this car away. I'm going to move out front here. Double check to see if I have it. I don't, so I'm going to move this car here. No, I should have done this. I just picked up this 240, or yeah, I think it's a 240. No, it's a Fairlady. It's 30. I'm gonna do I gotta do a full rest on it. Wash it, clean it up, all that stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna break out this beast and take it for running down the track one time and see what you think about that. As you can see, it's got 1600 horsepower, 1400 foot-pounds of torque, 3-speed transmission. Big old fats on the back. I'm gonna say those are probably, I would say they're 28s, but I'm not a good judge of size. I know they're 16-inch tires, or rims. I'm gonna show you what this bad boy will do. I will even do I'll show you that I'm the king of the sand. And yeah, you really don't want none. If they put this game online, y'all cats are in trouble. Between the Thor, I'll lay down, I'll drop the hammer on you, back it, and then this guy right here, oh, you about to find out the hard way, son. I know what I'm doing when it comes to building stuff. Even though it's a video game, I have the same concept in my mind. You know, I'm gonna build a car on this channel one of these days, and I'm leaning towards a Honda Civic turbo, you know, V16. Let's do this shootout quick. I'm gonna bet on these. Alright, you could bet. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. So let's see here. We got the Thor versus the Standard, and the Thor's got power mods. I'm gonna put 200 on it. We got a standard version. Yeah, Hammerdall versus Rizzo. I'm gonna put 100 on the hammer. And we got a hammer versus a Pagani. That's a tough one. I'm going with the hammer. A mine versus a hammer. And the mine's got all those upgrades. This probably bite me in the butt, but I'm going with mine. Spectrum and the hammer. I'm going with the same. There we go. And then we got SCO, or the CO versus Rezzo. These cars make some power. I'm gonna stick my neck out for that one. Last bet. I'm going with the Salem on this one. Let's see what we did. Lost it. Won it. Lost it. Won it. Won it. Woo! Tied up 3 for 3. I hope you guys are impressed with this, because I'm really trying to impress you. I've been working on Secret for a couple days, and time to make its debut. Keep going on. Took him to Gapplebees. That's just a warm-up pass. You see, I got a late start. That's a 163 and a 2.1 60 foot. That's garbage, you know. But hey, we pulled off the win at 890. On round 2, I'm skipping the bets. I made my payout. I paid, you know, $1,000 to get in it. Made $1,500. I'm good with that. We ain't got to bet no more. And I think you get a $750 round bonus. Let's keep an eye on this guy the whole time we're running. I need to stretch that second gear out a little bit more. Well, we took in the Gapplebees, you know. He ain't wanting none. That's a 9 flat at 174. Let's rush through this and get, you know, get that payday, because I ain't here to play around, baby. I'm gonna stretch out that second gear a little bit, because I'm rusty. I ain't drove this car all day. But we gonna take home that money. I'll tell you that. Look at black market goes all the way out past. Yeah, it goes second out there to 60. There it is. Stretched out a little bit. I need to actually adjust that second gear. On a tuning shop. That's what we're gonna. But I got an 8.4 out of it. I don't know what's going on today. We're gonna figure it out. This last pass, I got my chance to run an 840. If I can hit the shifts, just drop. There it is. That's the pass right there, though. It's almost on the story box at the end. 880. We're gonna play that second gear, so we don't have to wind it out as top. But 399, 330. That 60 foot's killing me. It needs to be way lower. Anyway, there's that payday. 12 grand, baby. That's my money maker. And when I get low on money, I just bring it to the track. But yeah, that's the video. Y'all have a good one. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.